Hello and welcome back to my channel. So in one of my previous videos I was showing you this new mouse from ASUS, the Marshmallow mouse, and today we're gonna take a look at another one. This is the WT425 and we're gonna do a quick comparison to the WT465. So I've had this one for a while. I actually got it for my laptop and I haven't really used it that much, mainly because it's not a silent mouse. So I was looking for something that was very ergonomic, and I liked the idea of these extra buttons. But the mouse itself is a bit loud. Let me just do something here. Oops, and there we go. And kind of sounds like this. So that's a bit loud if you keep clicking it. And that's why I decided to go for this one, for the WT425. So initially this is the one I wanted, but I didn't really like this button here. And this is a silent mouse. So let's see. So that's cool. And these buttons are still a bit loud for my taste. So if you're saying that, you know, if you sell a mouse as a silent mouse, I think all the buttons should be silent, but I guess that's more difficult to implement. And also one other thing in regards to these, they are ergonomic. But this one is slightly larger, so it actually fits better, like your hand rests more comfortably, compared to this one that's slightly smaller and it has this weird shape here. So your thumb goes inside that space kind of, and then it feels a bit too small to rest your full hand on it. And I never actually do that, to have my hand resting on the mouse, and I usually just hold it kind of like this. So this has the perfect grip, so I like this one because of that. And also the area right here, this is kind of grippy, so more rubbery like, so it definitely has a grip. This one is just normal, I guess, actually a little bit better than the top part, which is just plastic, so this one is also a bit grippier. But this one is completely smooth, so it's kind of the same as here. And just a moment. Okay, I was just checking the exposure because it seems like the sun is very bright. So that's something to keep in mind. So, and one other thing, if you go and pick up the mouse like from the desk, from the table, you can just do this. So this is super easy. Not so much with this one because it has this weird shape here, so you can't really grip it. So that was interesting. And in terms of specs, they both have the wireless connection, so the wireless dongle, so they're not Bluetooth. They don't have the Bluetooth connection. This one, as you can see with the DPI button, by default it's going to be set to 1000, and then if you press this it's going to switch to 1600, so it's going to give you a bit more precise control. So it's not a gaming mouse by any means, but it does help to have that. So if you're doing, if you need that extra detail, you know, to be able to move around. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And actually another cool thing about these in regards to the power saving mode. So currently I have both of these plugged into my computers. So you'll see the light here. The on-off switch is on, of course, but then if your computer is off, actually, the light will be off. So that's really cool. So you don't have to turn the switch on and off. Same goes for this one. It's got the on-off switch and it's got the light here. And another thing, if the computer is on and you have the mouse on, if you haven't clicked on it for a while, either one, it's gonna go into power saving mode. So if you move it around, you know, like to trigger the light, it's not gonna do anything. You have to click it to wake it up, I guess. So that's actually really cool when it comes to power saving mode. And now that I have both, because these are very similar, I do still prefer this one just because of the ergonomics and the shape. But I guess I'm gonna use this one because I don't want the loud clicking sound anymore. So I'm gonna refer back to the Marshmallow mouse. So this one is really silent. The right click is almost inaudible, so that's really cool. So yeah, and if you consider getting one of these, like an ASUS mouse for your computer, yeah, I would definitely go with one of these if you like the ergonomics. But just keep in mind, if you need more DPI, or if you want a grippier mouse, you know, if you want a better grip on that, or if you just prefer the silent mouse, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, or depending on the size of your hand. So if this fits comfortably, then this would work better. Otherwise, if you have a larger hand, this would work much better, actually. And these are fairly inexpensive for what they offer, so they're not, you know, top of the line or anything, but they get the job done. So that's what I'm looking for in a mouse, just to basically have a comfortable fit, and as long as it's a silent mouse, works for me. And these are cool that you have the extra buttons, basically. So for example, if you're browsing the internet, you can go back and forward with that. Same with this one. And you've got the scroll wheel. This is more silent, I guess. Actually kind of the same, but yeah, it's actually the buttons themselves that are different. So that's definitely louder. Yeah. So that's pretty much it with this. I might actually look into something even better than this. If you've seen that mouse with the scroll wheel here on the side, I think that's really cool. That might be another option, but for now I'm gonna stick with these. So yeah, so we're getting to the end of the recording limit on my camera, so that's it for these ones. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.